Hello, my name is Seap. Welcome to Ocean and Evergreen, a channel dedicated to providing valuable insights and experiences. Here you will find a range of videos from working in the corporate world, changing careers, fun projects, and life lessons. By sharing my experience, I hope to inspire you to go after the things that you care about, help you navigate difficult situations, and show you that you're not alone. So let's get started. I'm a user experience research manager, UX researcher, or UXR. Prior to becoming a UX researcher, I received my doctoral degree in cognition and perception from the University of Washington. After that, I worked as a human factors expert in a consulting firm. When I transitioned into UX research, I worked at well-known tech companies. I landed my dream job at a company that I really wanted to work for, and I loved that job. But about 3 months ago, I decided to quit. In this video, I will briefly explain what my job was, what led me to quit, and what I experienced until I submitted my resignation. My hope is that by sharing this experience, I can be helpful to someone out there who's going through something similar. If that's you, or if it's going to be you in the near future, please subscribe to my channel so that you'll be notified when new videos are available. Before we dive in, let's talk about the name of this channel, Ocean and Evergreen. I live in Seattle. I moved here in 2006 and I have been in love with the Pacific Northwest ever since. The name of my channel is a tribute to the stunning beauty of this geography. If you haven't had a chance to visit, I highly recommend it. This is a place that will leave you in awe. Let's get started. As I mentioned, my job was being a UX researcher, user experience researcher, and a manager. Our job is very similar to a product manager's job, but we don't need to be a jack of all trades. We talk to our customers or users of our products, try to understand who they are, how they use the products that we provide them, what their unmet needs are, and their pain points are, and then come up with insights and recommendations that we provide to the product team, and then hopefully they will act on those insights and recommendations. That is a very simple definition. A UX researcher will be looking at what type of users we have. They might be looking at what kind of things the users are doing with the products, what their end goals are. They would be looking at what the success criteria are for our products and experiences. We do research in several phases of a product life cycle. We might do it before that life cycle actually starts by doing some research into a specific user group or a specific need. This is usually called generative research or foundational research to understand the space and the people. We might work with the team as they come up with ideas to test these ideas and concepts. Then when these concepts are being built, we might be doing research to figure out if we are doing the right thing, if we are building the products and the features in the right way. And then once the product is launched, what we might be doing is research on understanding how the product is perceived. What is the feedback from the customer? What are the areas this product can be improved on? A UX research manager also aligns with the senior leadership, understands the business goals and business strategy, ensures that the team that they manage work on the highest priority projects, because usually there aren't enough researchers to go around as the needs are. So researchers have to brutally prioritize their work, and the manager ensures that happens. A manager also makes sure that there are processes and procedures in place to ensure the team can be sufficient, efficient, and productive. In addition to that, a manager is responsible for developing their reports' careers, making sure that they can achieve their goals. So I love this job and I was really good at it. How did I know that I was good at it? It was based on the feedback that I received as a result of the performance evaluation, feedback I received from my stakeholders, senior leadership, the feedback I received from my peers, but also the team that I was managing. Okay, then what happened that led me to the decision of quitting? Everything, I think, started with the pandemic. Working from home was not something that I enjoyed. Not seeing people, not interacting with them was hard. As the pandemic became less of a threat for human lives, we went back to the office. And I chose to go as many times as I can. But during that time, we also decided to renovate our house. And during the renovation, I found it really overwhelming to be making decisions about every little thing, in addition to the stressed and demanding environment at work. So that made me really tired, and I've decided to take some time off. So I took 3 months off, and I realized how much stress I was carrying around when it actually stopped being there. And I felt really happy. I was able to cook, exercise regularly, go on long walks, spend good time with my kids, read a lot. I'm an avid reader, and that made me so happy. So when I went back to work, the idea of not working just crept in, and it was showing its face constantly. But I struggled with that. I tried to push that aside. Also, I was making really good money, and I worked at a company that had great perks and benefits. And there wasn't a toxic situation. So when I was going through why I should or should not quit, these things were playing in my head. And it was a really difficult thing for me, because on the one hand, I knew how much happier I was when I didn't work, but at the same time, things were not bad at work, and I actually enjoyed the work too. At the same time, things were not going that great at work. Things had changed drastically from what they used to be prior to the pandemic. I'm gonna make another video to talk about this in detail. So I started considering this. I started making jokes about this, but then it became more serious, and my partner was supportive of this decision. So I was financially stable, even if I quit, and we could afford me not working for some time. And my partner also thought that this could give him the opportunity to focus on his career and get more things done at work. So it was a bit of a win-win situation, even though we were losing the income that I was bringing. I didn't give my notice immediately because I wanted to ensure that 3 things happened. 1, I got my annual bonus. 2, my large chunk of stock vested and hit my account, and it appeared in my account. And then 3, I was able to participate in promotion discussions, because 2 of my direct reports were going for promotion, and this is a very involved process. A manager thinking that these people should be promoted doesn't mean those people will get promoted, and they have to be defended. So I had to wait about 2 months to 2.5 months to tell my decision to my manager at the time, and submit my resignation letter. But until I give that notice, I had many times where I felt anxious. I frequently had doubts about my decision. I questioned the motivation of my quitting. There wasn't anything glaringly bad at work. Why was I quitting such a well-paying job with great benefits and perks? At the same time, I knew this was the right decision for me, but I went through ups and downs. One day I would feel that this is the right decision. I'm so happy I made this. I can't wait to quit. Next day I would wake up with all the anxiety and doubts in my head, thinking that, what am I doing? But it was a normal process. I'm sharing this because this happens and it's normal. Even if the job that you were thinking of leaving is toxic and you are absolutely unhappy there, this may not be an easy decision for financial reasons, for social reasons, and maybe some other reasons, family reasons as well. So it's okay to feel doubt. I was lucky enough to have people who were extremely supportive in my life. My partner, my neighbors, my friends. Whenever I had doubts, I talked to them and they gave me the strength I needed to continue and stay true to that decision. It was a bit hard to leave the building for the last time, I have to admit, because you attach to objects, to places, and not to mention the people. People were the most amazing thing about that workplace, and I was sad not to be seeing them on a daily basis, but they are also my friends, so I am still in touch with them. But leaving the building was a bit difficult. However, once I left, it was just done, and it's been, to this day, 2 weeks since my official last day, and I haven't felt any regret, and I've been feeling really good about it. What's next is not quite clear. I have some ideas, and I have ideas about how to go at it. But I also want to share this thing. Even though I don't feel any regret, and I think this is the right thing for me, and I'm going to take some time off before I decide what's next. And I'm gonna focus on what's fun for me, that is writing fiction, making videos, spending time with my kids and traveling, and reading a lot. My mind, since I quit, feels like it has to be working on something, making plans, making structures, writing things down, to-do lists. If I don't do it, I feel like I'm being lazy. It's okay and normal to feel anxious, especially coming from such a fast-paced environment where you are focused on delivering constantly of value. And now that I'm at home, I don't have a ton of stuff to do other than the things that I like to do, like cooking, like reading, like making videos, or again, playing with my kids, going on walks. So it is okay, but it's a little bit nerve-wracking, I'm not gonna lie. I am struggling with taking the time off, and if I didn't promise myself to my coach that I'm gonna take time off until September, I would have started next day working on what's next. So the takeaways from this video is that even if it's your dream job, there might come a time that you wanna just step away from it and do something else. And that's okay. When you make this decision, you might feel regret and anxiety, and that's completely okay. Having supportive people in your life is important, and I hope you have that. And ensuring that you are financially safe before you make a decision like that is important. In my next video, I will talk about why I quit this job. I'm gonna go into some details. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye.